inclusion. And the Malawi Human Rights Commission stresses on the need to address challenges that female aspirants face during electoral processes. Glad you could join us. President Dr. Razarus Chakwera has described the CCAP Church as a great partner in the development of the country. The president was speaking when he attended CCAP General Assembly centenary celebration at Civil Stadium in Lilongwe. Dr. Chakwera also commended the church for promoting good governance in the country. Maeso Chikazula has the details in this report.
As part of the centenary celebrations, the church displayed some of its achievements over the years in sectors such as education, health, evangelism, social services, among others, which the president appreciated at the start of the event. Speaking to the congregation, Dr. Chakwera hailed the CCAP Church for being faithful to the Lord throughout the 100 years. He said the church has been a great pillar in improving the lives of people through various interventions. Dr. Chakwera also hailed the church for taking a leading role in giving counsel to the government.
The gospel must now emanate from Africa to the rest of the world, because today missions is from every nation to every nation. And so let me encourage you, even as you continue to look to the future, and if the Lord doesn't come as quickly, may the next 100 years be years of greater blessing.
Moderator of the CCAP General Assembly, Reverend Biswick Nkoma, said the 100 years of the church bear testimony of the achievements the church has made in its contribution to the development of the nation. He said during the 100 years the church has been a beacon of hope, regardless of the many challenges the country continues to face, noting that the church has highly contributed to the improvement of the people's livelihoods.
From humble beginnings, our church has grown in numbers, spiritual depths, and community impact. Despite the many challenges along the way, we have remained steadfast in our mission to spread Christ's love, to save human need, and nurture the faith of all who walk through our doors. Our church has flourished because of God's unwavering faithfulness. At all times, God has been our refuge and strength. Your Excellency, if one would like to write the history of Malawi without reference to the Church of Central Africa, that history is incomplete.
The centenary celebration held under the theme, "The Lord has done great things for us," drawn from Psalm 126, verses 3, brought together all the 5 synods of the church: the Alankhula Synod, Blantyre Synod, Livingstonia Synod, Harare Synod, Zambia, and in parts of Mozambique, which has just applied to join the General Assembly. The function was also attended by high-profile foreign dignitaries, including Zimbabwe Vice President Comrade Kembo Mohadi. Maeso Chikazula, MBC News, Lilongwe.
President Dr. Razarus Chakwera arrived in the country yesterday after a number of engagements in Mozambique, Zimbabwe, Rome, and Germany. Speaking on arrival at Kia, the president said Malawi stands to benefit a lot from all the 4 visits, saying a number of agreements were signed on trade and industry, infrastructure development, and food security. Our reporter Blessings Kanache, who was with the president in Vatican and Germany, gives us the roundup.
Upon his arrival in the Vatican, Dr. Chakwera met the head of the Catholic Church and the Holy See, His Holiness Pope Francis, and held discussions with His Eminence Pietro Parolin, Cardinal Secretary of State of Vatican City. In Rome, the Malawi leader met Director General of the Food and Agriculture Organization FAO Q Donyu, as well as President of Community of St. Egidio, Marco Impagliazzo. In summary, Dr. Chakwera says his visit to the Vatican and Italy was beneficial because the Catholic Church is a partner in development.
Of course, it was a great honor to meet with His Holiness the Pope and to have discussions with him and his team. We felt greatly honored as Malawi because I represented Malawians. And so to hear the Pope's passion and eagerness to engage with me, even as I engaged with him, was a great experience that one never forgets.
From Rome in Italy, Dr. Chakwera proceeded to Frankfurt in Germany, where his first meeting was with the mayor of Offenbach City, Lord Mayor Dr. Felix Schwenk, before he held discussions with investors who signed an agreement with the government to start their water transport services on Lake Malawi. He also visited one of the companies manufacturing automated bascos, where the manufacturer asked the president to try the ride. In Berlin, Dr. Chakwera engaged a number of investors, including Lübeck University, which plans to come to Malawi to study training medical personnel in diabetes and hypertension. Another important highlight of the visit is the signing of a $70 million solar power deal between Malawi and SunPower Africa Development. And the climax of Dr. Chakwera's visit was the bilateral meeting he had with his German counterpart, Frank-Walter Steinmeier, at the presidential palace. But how important was this visit?
The crowning thing was meeting with the president, His Excellency Steinmeier, and we had very cordial discussions. So on one hand, we have met with private sector players. On the other hand, we have met with government officials, including the president. And we have discussed a range of topics that will cement the relationship that Malawi has enjoyed with Germany for the last 60 years. But we believe that these relations will go to a different level now with these visits. And I have invited the president to come visit Malawi as well.
The visit has ended, but its multiplier effects will be felt once plans in the agreements start to materialize as early as December this year, according to some investors. Blessings Kanache, NBC News, Berlin in Germany.
Government has called upon banks operating in the country to be in the forefront in effecting financial inclusion, saying this is a key enabler in poverty reduction. The Minister of Finance, Simplex Chichola Banda, was speaking in Mangochi at the 9th Annual General Meeting for the Bankers Association of Malawi, where, among other things, he called the financial institutions to help micro, small and medium enterprises have easy access to finances as a way of developing the private sector. Alpha Chokoto has the story.
One of the issues that took center stage at the 9th AGM for the Bankers Association of Malawi is the challenge the banking industry in the country is facing, as the number of people with bank accounts has dropped from 27% to 13%. According to First Deputy President of BAM, Noah Mkulichi, the decline is largely due to lack of funds among ordinary Malawians. Mkulichi stressed the need for tailor-made financial solutions to empower Malawians economically, thereby achieving inclusive banking.
If you see a reduction from 27 to 13, mostly is to do with the masses, those that have little or no funds, and as a result of that, we thought we needed to zero in on those people, give them specific products, for example, small-scale loans, credit, microinsurance, micro-pension, micro-housing, that kind of thing. And once we do that, I'm sure we can see an increase in the people, going into the banking industry.
Speaking at the AGM, Minister of Finance Simplex Chichola Banda described the focus of the gathering as a commendable direction in complementing the National Financial Inclusion Strategy, which government is pursuing towards economic recovery and sustainable growth. He said government realizes that the growth of banks in the country is critical in facilitating growth of the private sector.
What I've learned today is that the banks are open to provide financial services, and that's the reason why they are also implementing the financial inclusion aspect, which is in line with the Malawi National Strategy on Financial Inclusion that my ministry actually champions. Malawi's economy is private sector-led. As I indicated, anyone within that cycle needs to access financing. As we speak now, we still have many millions in this country that are not banked. They don't operate a transactional account. But it's still more, they access financial services. What I have said here is that there is need for the banks and mobile network operators to build a very strong symbiotic relationship in terms of collaboration, so that we have no one left behind when it comes to financial inclusion.
The 9th BAM AGM has been held under the theme Bridging the Gap, Inclusive Banking and Sustainable Development for All. Arthur Chokoto, MBC News, Mangochi.
The Ministry of Local Government has urged district councils to work collaboratively and expedite the implementation of development projects for the benefit of the citizenry. The call to action was made by the Deputy Minister of Local Government, Owen Chumanika, during the closing of a quarterly coordination meeting held in Doha. In his closing remarks, Chumanika emphasized the importance of unity among key stakeholders in the district councils.
The challenges they have talked about, in the next phase we iron them out. That would be our basis of satisfaction. But really, we are appreciating the problems and the challenges they have shared, which are also supposed to be done even sometimes the solutions are by themselves, and some solutions are with us as a ministry, some solutions are with our sister ministries. So there's been a lot of things that have emanated from this discussion. That's why I would rank it that no, it has been successful.
Then we meet halfway. We bring 50%, we also bring 50%, so that you should, at least at the end of the day, have this project in your area of jurisdiction. So some of the councils want to come up with, for instance, shopping mall. On their own, they cannot finance shopping mall because they need a lot of money. So, okay, provide land, they will construct a shopping mall. At the end of the day, they will own a shopping mall. We share the revenues from that. So that's why we are taking these things.
You're watching MBC News with me, Raymond Sekeni, and my sign language interpreter, Savita Wilima. Remember, you can access all MBC digital platforms by scanning the QR code at the top right corner of your TV screen. A reminder of our top stories. President Dr. Razarus Chakwera describes the CCAP Church as a great partner in the development of the country. Government calls upon banks operating in the country to be in the forefront in effecting financial inclusion. And the Malawi Human Rights Commission stresses on the need to address challenges that female aspirants face during electoral processes.
The road to freedom here and everywhere on earth begins in the classroom and on campus of ATEF Academy. ATEF is a modern school that fits to the needs of a child, from well-furnished up to standard hostels that bring comfort for boarders. The school also has state-of-the-art laboratory that provides the perfect conditions for scientific research and experiments that will equip your child fully, a well-stocked library and well-qualified teachers whose main focus is to mold your child for the best results. ATEF Academy is situated at Jata, about 500 meters from Chileka Road in Blantyre. Contact us on the following numbers: 0888 893 521 0998 214 001. ATEF Academy, committed to excellence.
Kodi ndinu ochita business yopopa zimbudzi mu mzinda wa Blantyre? musazengereze. Lumikizanani ndi akonsolo yanu ya Blantyre kuti mupeze akatswiri omwe adavomerezeka ndi konsoloyi kuti akuthandizeni mwaukadaulo. Imbani foni pa nambala ya ulere ya 526 komanso mutha kutumiza uthenga pa WhatsApp ku 0888811000. Uthengawu akukupatsirani ndi akonsolo ya mzinda wa Blantyre ndi thandizo lochokera ku Water for People. Blantyre City Council, taking the city back to the people.
Zokoma tuku Maranatha sizikuteleke tidatsegula Maranatha Capital Girls Academy. Kolo munalankhula tinamva munati mukufuna sukulu yapamwamba ku Kapitolo ya Nyamata ndiye tadzanayo tsopano Maranatha Capital Boys Academy. Malo ake ndi abwino kwambiri 50 km kuchokera ku Lilongwe pamponera penipeni paja panali mbole motel. Chakudya ndi hotel standard. Kukamba za maphunziro mukudziwa kale inu yonse limaphweketsayi. Funsani ku university iliyonse ya mdziko muno mukamva kuti hafu ya ana kumeneko anachokera ku Maranatha. Izizi sizomaganizaso kawiri katatu leloli. Imbani foni pa 0888-993-232 0993-832-832 kapena 0991-276-273. Anyamata onse ofuna kupita ku university chaka chamawa akukhamukira kumene kuku ku Maranatha Capital Boys Academy chifukwa tupaja zikakanika kwenaku ukuku ku Maranatha zimatheka.
Welcome to St. Peter's Private Schools in Imponela, where we prepare our students for the future with excellence, diversity, and innovation. St. Peter's Private Schools in Imponela offers a wide range of academic programs that cater for the interests and abilities of our students. Our teachers are qualified, experienced, and dedicated to helping learners achieve their goals. We have 3 schools under St. Peter's Private Schools. We have a primary school, boys' secondary school, and a girls' secondary school at your disposal. Science and technology are crucial in today's world. We have audio-visual learning facilities, state-of-the-art laboratory, and a modern and well-equipped library. At St. Peter's Private Schools in Imponela, we also celebrate our diversity and our culture. We also prepare our students for the next stage of their lives. So what are you waiting for? Join us at St. Peter's Private Schools in Imponela today and discover your potential. St. Peter's Private Schools in Imponela.
Welcome back. The Public Accounts Committee of Parliament says it will lobby for enough and seamless funding to go towards technical skills training institutions in the country. PAC Chairperson Mark Bodomani was speaking after inspecting Solar Energy and Ecology Institute in Katabe and Mzuzu Technical College to appreciate what the 2 institutions are doing to promote solar energy technologies. Hassan Piri reports.
Speaking on behalf of the committee, Botoman expressed satisfaction with the training of students in vocational skills, especially on the technical know-how of solar energy installation. He has since pledged to lobby for more funding towards the institutions.
So, as a committee, we are an oversight committee. We follow public expenditure, public money. And as I said earlier in my remarks, that TVETA is a subvented institution. And TVETA is the one that is supporting, in one way or the other, these institutions. So our commitment as a committee, we will be a voice, first and foremost, but also at the same time fight for more resources so that these institutions can be aided.
Board chairperson for TVETA, Pio Katembo, said as an institution, they are ensuring that vocational skills help to address challenges people are facing, including provision of training in renewable solar energy installation.
Actually, what we want is the members of parliament to see how important these technical colleges are in relation to Malawi 2063 vision, so that they can appreciate the role that the technical colleges are doing to come up with the human resource which will be
important in achieving the 2063 Malawi vision.
Principal for Nzuzu Technical College, Julius Piri, said they are committed to providing quality vocational skills training. However, the institution is facing financial challenges.
It's like now the suppliers, they're not supplying the food here. Students that they are demonstrating what they want, it's like good menu, good sanitation, and to look into that one, we need to have money to do all those things. So what is at stake now, it's like a college is inoperative.
During the meeting, it was revealed that the number of girls that are taking up vocational skills training remains low, despite offering them scholarships. Hassan Piri, MBC News, Nzuzu.
The Malawi Human Rights Commission, MHRC, has stressed the need to address challenges which female aspirants face during electoral processes in order to achieve equal representation of men and women in politics come 2025. Deputy Director for Gender and Women Rights at MHRC, Deborah Tambulasi
contestant, but I won. So I am encouraging women to come. Let's do this together. Let's be strong. We shouldn't be looking down on ourselves. Women should stop looking down on other women.
The meeting, which was organized by Malawi Human Rights Commission, brought together different organizations advocating for women's rights in electoral processes to promote equal representation of men and women in politics. Emmanuel Shikonso, MBC News, Lilongwe.
The Malawi Congress Party, MCP, has reiterated its commitment to enhancing women's participation in politics to ensure they are well represented at all levels. First Deputy President for the party, Catherine Gotanihara, made the remarks at Rumpi Police Ground in the district following her election to the position. Jackson Sichali with the details.
First Deputy President of Malawi Congress Party, Catherine Gotanihara, says women empowerment is key in the achievement of the 50-50 campaign and other development initiatives. It is out of this background that the first Deputy President of MCP has assured all women in the country that she is ready to spearhead women empowerment programs. Gotanihara further said MCP has policies that promote women to take up various positions at party and government levels. According to Gotanihara, empowering women in the country is key in achieving socio-economic development.
Women comprise of 52% of the population of this country, and us having representation at the highest level in our party is very, very important, because I will be carrying their message to the biggest body of the national executive of Malawi Congress Party. And women are the ones that drive this economy. They're the ones that are driving the country. And if we don't include them, it means it will be very difficult for the country to move. Now, I, as a woman, I have to advocate for women who are poor, those that can't afford to buy anything. I have to advocate for those women that are farmers. I have to advocate for those women, young girls, like the one you saw, going to school.
Regional Chairman for North Kezi Msukwa urged those who did not make it during the convention to unite and support the winners as they all share a common goal of supporting Dr. Razarus Chakwera.
We in the committee then envisaged, together with the president, that after a convention, after every convention, there are likelihoods that people will be speaking bad things against each other, and at the end, others will want to defect because they have lost a position after even losing a lot of money. So what we did is that we had to involve psychologists. We had to, to include those people who can speak words that should be able to unite, the preachers and things like that. That is the time we had taken the journalists off, because we wanted it to be an in-house thing so that we talk in earnest, and that was done. This has helped us a lot to make sure that we forge ahead. This was unique in its own, because I think we have gone a mile. Malawi Congress Party is the oldest party, so we have had experiences. These experiences have helped us to build the party.
The MCP officials also stated that their open door policy allows members from other political parties to join the party. Jackson Sijali, MBC News, Rumpi.
And that item wraps up this edition of MBC News. A reminder of our top stories. President Dr. Razarus Chakwera describes the CCAP Church as a great partner in the development of the country. The government calls upon banks operating in the country to be in the forefront in effecting financial inclusion. And the Malawi Human Rights Commission stresses on the need to address challenges that female aspirants face during electoral processes. For more on these and other stories, follow our online platforms, Facebook, Twitter, and our website